Hey, Dayo, I mean, you guys, we talk about pressure and getting there with four. Um, I mean, you guys don't blitz a lot. What are your thoughts on bringing additional pressure? I know you're not the play caller, but I mean, is there a time and place for that if you're maybe not affecting the quarterback as much as you want, or do you like the challenge of maybe trying to get home with four? I don't know.
Um, yeah, I mean, ideally, you want to trust the guys on the field to be able to just get home without needing to send pressure, especially with a lot of guys down, in the secondary. So, at the end of the day, uh, you could have more pressures, but there's no saying whether that's gonna really make a difference. So, I mean, you got to play with the play that's called, and that's what we're doing.
Joel?
Dio, has it been tough playing a lot more snaps than maybe you're used to in the past? You guys are obviously banged up, and I know you and Latu have had to play quite a bit of extra snaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, losing a lot of guys like that, the rotation gets a lot harder on the guys that are out there. So it definitely is a little bit more challenging with the increase in just total reps on everybody. Total reps on your body throughout the year. So um, ideally we pride ourselves on being able to rotate and keeping guys fresh. So that's kind of hard to do when you have a lot of guys out. So uh, it can be difficult to keep guys fresh throughout the game, but you got to roll with what you got out there.
James?
Now, to that point, I know you talked about the physical toll, but I guess what is it like mentally to have to prepare for, I guess, getting moved around a lot? And also, I guess, just mentally not allowing yourself to give in to some of that fatigue, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it starts in the off season, staying in shape and then just I guess from a mental standpoint, like, moving around a lot, it's just, learning all the positions, just knowing what the defense is doing as a whole really helps that out. And then, just uh, from a mentality standpoint, fighting through, whether you're tired or whatever it is, when the ball snapped, you got to be on point. So, um, fighting through that, fighting through fatigue and, continuing to try to make plays.
JJ?
With Taekwon, what do you guys as a D line miss with him being on IR right now?
I mean, that's another versatile player that can line up all over the line. So, you're kind of losing someone everywhere, and then you're also losing a leader in the room, somebody who, that's a problem solver when something goes wrong, can help you, help the guys fix it, with whoever's on the field. So, you're losing a lot when you lose a guy like Taekwon.
And then we have our last question from Steven.
Dayo, I meant to ask you one other one. Talked to Liatu after the game, and he's very passionate and he holds himself to a high standard. I know he would love to have a lot of production right now, but just things go with the way they go. What have you seen from him and just like dealing with the ebbs and the flows of this league? Like there's tough days, there's good days. How has he handled it, and what have you observed just generally?
I mean, I think he's handled it well. He stays positive. He keeps working. I mean, we all know the type of player he is. We see it all the time. I mean, he's a great rusher. Uh, he's had a good amount of pressure throughout the year, and obviously he wants to turn that into more sacks, and that can be frustrating for anybody in the league. So, in this league they come in bunches. You go through droughts, you go through a period of game where you don't get a bunch of sacks, you go through a period of games where you get a bunch of sacks. So you just got to stay in the middle because that's where the work's done, and then at the end of the season you see where you are.
Great. Thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate your time.